Alright, welcome back to Major Gaming, and today we're going to be talking about Multiversus Season 2 and my prediction for what could be coming next in Season 2. Now, as of recording this video, Season 2 has not been officially announced yet, and we're not done with Season 1 yet. I still think it's possible we could get one more character for Season 1, because Season 1 ends on a Tuesday, and Tony tweeted out that he's seen the animations for the next character, and they look really good, so I think it could be either Wicked Witch or Marvin the Martian, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with that, but at the end, Season 1 ends November 15th, and then November 16th, we assume, starts Season 2. The only issue is it hasn't been announced yet officially, and we're at like November 8th. So we'll see what happens. But we're just gonna go over my predictions for Season 2. We're gonna talk about what I think will happen with the Battle Pass, my ideas for the Battle Pass, and my thoughts on arcade mode and ranked mode and how that stuff will move forward. I think we're going to be getting more server fixes in Season 2, which is good. Then we're going to move on to stages, some stage ideas I have, and what I think will likely come in Season 2. And then we're going to talk about characters and what characters I think will end up in Season 2. So first, let's start on the Battle Pass. Now, with this Battle Pass, the only thing I thought that was kind of lackluster with the Battle Pass is that there were a lot of tiers that just gave you toast. And I don't think that's worth it. I don't think that's worth it at all. So I think they need to make sure that each tier gives you something more than toast. Character progression things like character XP boosts, those are way better than toast, okay? I don't need 1,000 pieces of toast. I don't toast people that much. And half the time I can't even tell if I'm actually getting coins from toasting people, because I don't see it on the thing. But that's a whole nother thing. So with the Battle Pass, I feel like they might make it a little bit bigger. They might give it 60 tiers instead of 50. Which would be kind of nice, as long as they keep the XP needed at the same amount. Just give us an extra 10 tiers. That'd be cool. And, you know, the more tiers you add, the more you could fill up with kind of like whatevers, you know, like toasts or character XP things. But, you know, if you only got 50 tiers, you gotta make them count, you know? Skins, taunts. It'd be cool if they put announcers into the Battle Pass. That'd be pretty cool. And my idea. So, this is an idea I have for Battle Passes going forward. Tony had recently tweeted out that he thinks that if the community wants more original characters for the game, then they'd be willing to make it, but the community needs support from the community to do it. So in my mind, I'm thinking we don't really need original characters right now. We gotta get this game hyped up with licensed characters right now. In the future, though, original characters would be really cool. So what I'm thinking is focus on licensed characters, get as many as possible into the game, but while you do it, if they can, have it so that after you complete the 50th tier of the Battle Pass, you get an original character for free. No coins, no gleamium. You get an original character at the end of each Battle Pass. And the reason why is because if you save a character release for an original character, people won't be that happy about it. They'll be expecting a licensed character, and then you just throw out an original that does not hype them up at all. When you have a licensed characters that they want in the game, it'll probably upset more people than it'll make happy, or at least it won't interest people. It won't get new people into the game, and that's what we need right now. But If you put an original character at the end of the battle pass and that character is really cool, you'll get more people playing the game to grind to finish that battle pass to get that character. Or what you can do is you can allow people to buy tiers with Gleamium, maybe like 100 Gleamium a tier or something, and then you'll get people buying Gleamium just to make sure they get that character, and that's more money for Multiversus. That's more money for player first games. So I think putting an original character at the end of the battle pass as an option will help out the game a lot. And I feel like, because there's no announcement for it, there's no nothing. It's just a character that you can get at any point whenever you're able to get that character. And it might mess up balancing a little bit if the character isn't properly balanced right away, but that's why you take your time. Maybe not in Season 2, but Season 3, you have a good balanced character that isn't OP, and then you put it out there at the end of the battle pass and let people get it, and then you change it based on that. Because people will grind out for an original character on the battle pass. You're paying $10 for all this, and you could get a character for free that usually costs about $10. They'll grind for that character, original or not. They will grind for it. So I think that'd be a really cool idea, and because it's an original character, you don't have to worry about licensing issues. You just make the character, put it on the battle pass, and then bam, you're good, So I think that'd be a really cool idea. Put an original character at the end of each battle pass, and that will build hype for the battle pass, give the original characters the spotlight they deserve, while also not taking away from the extra licensed characters that we get throughout the season. I think that'd be a really cool idea. But that's just my idea. I don't think that'll happen. I don't think it'll happen at all, but I guess we'll see. If you like my idea, share this video with Tony on Twitter and see if he likes my idea. If enough people share it, he might. So there's that. And when it comes to arcade mode and arcade and ranked mode, I think ranked will go through beta and then get tested again and then be re-released in Season 2. And I think in arcade mode for Season 2, they might add a new final boss. If they make an original villain character for the game, I feel like that's what they want to do, is they want to make an original villain for the arcade mode other than Rain Dog, and then they'll put that in there. So, we'll see about that. And yeah, so that's what I think will happen with those things. I think the Battle Pass will be a little bit more extensive this time, but other than that, So, next up, we have the stages that I think will be coming to Multiversus in Season 2. So, Season 2, I think, will definitely get the Space Jam stage. And I think we might get the Warner Brothers stage that was leaked in the files, the Water Tower stage, and I think we could possibly get the Teen Titans stage, and I'll explain why when I go into characters. But I think we could get multiple stages this season instead of just the one Cromulon stage that we got from Season 1. I think they are very aware of the fact that we need more stages in the game, but stages are hard. Stages take up a lot of time to make and make sure they're balanced and stuff. And they were also, technically we got 2 stages because we got Roofless Haunted Mansion in this in Season 1, and technically we did get Space Jam in Season 1, but we didn't at the same time. So I think they're gonna shoot for multiple stages this season. I think that's what they're gonna try to do. Yeah, and I actually have a couple stage ideas for this game. But I'll actually put that in a different video because I want to focus on stage ideas and make a video about what stages I would like to see in the game. So yeah, we'll go over that in another video, but when it comes to what I think will actually come in Season 2, we'll officially get Space Jam, and I think we'll get the Warner Brothers stage, and I think that we'll get a Teen Titans stage. And maybe a Marvin the Martian stage. We'll see. We'll see. And other than that, I just think it'd be cool to get more stages in general, because this game needs more stages. I can't stand playing on Tree Fort stage. Jesus. That stage is the worst stage in the game. I liked Haunted Mansion more than that, especially with Roofless Haunted Mansion added now. Honestly, they just need to get rid of Roof Haunted Mansion and just keep Roofless Haunted Mansion, because that one is so much better. But get rid of the Tree Fort stage for doubles, because oh my god, that map is irritating. I think what they need to do with that map is the top platform needs to be shorter and more centered to the middle. That way it's not like two full levels, right on top of each other that are the exact same. You need to have something to separate them. So like shrink the top platform so that it's not the same as the bottom one. It'd be so much better. But that's just me. So yeah, that's what I think we'll get in Season 2. I really hope for a Tree Fort rework a little bit like that, or like a different variation of it, like Scooby's Haunted Mansion. But yeah, so that's the stages I think we'll get. And now let's move on to the characters. The characters that I think we will be getting in Season 2. First up is a character that I think we might get in Season 1 actually, but I'm not sure. And that is the Wicked Witch of the West. I think it's possible that we will get this character for Season 1 on the last day of Season 1, because the Haunted event for Multiversus ends this week. So technically the October Halloween event has not ended yet. The game is still in October mode. At the end of the Halloween event, who do you drop? The Wicked Witch. Literally a Halloween icon symbol. So I think it's possible we could get Wicked Witch as the last character of Season 1, but we'll see what happens. Other than that, the only other character I think we might get is Marvin. Marvin and Wicked Witch are the only characters actually still in the files right now that aren't in the game yet. So I think it's possible we'll get Marvin at the start of Season 2 and Wicked Witch at the end of Season 1. The Wicked Witch will be the last character of Season 1. Then 2 weeks after Season 2 starts, we'll get Marvin the Martian. And the reason why I say this is because that's kind of what happened with Season 1. If you actually look at what happened with Season 1, we had 3 character delays, I'm pretty sure. Morty got delayed. Then 2 weeks later, they put in Gizmo. Then Rick got delayed. Then 2 weeks later, they put in Stripe. And then Black Adam got delayed. I think that's by a week each time. So if they kept with their 2-week plan, they would have been able to fit 2 more characters into Season 1, realistically. If they were able to keep with their 2-week plan of a character every 2 weeks, they could have put 2 more characters in Season 1. Because Season 1 was 3 months long. And if you delayed Morty, Rick, and Black Adam by a whole week, then that delayed all the 2 other characters. And you get what I'm saying? Morty was delayed by 2 weeks at the beginning when the game first dropped. And then Rick was delayed by a week, and then Black Adam was delayed by a week. So that's two rotations of a character that we could have gotten in Season 1. They could have put 2 more characters in Season 1 if they didn't delay anything. So I think now that they are kind of more set up game-wise, they can focus on fixing the servers and then making sure that we get more characters in each season, because they could have given us 2 more characters if they didn't delay things. Season 1 started 2 weeks before Morty came out, so there's that. And so with that information, I think we get Wicked Witch in Season 1 at the end, last day of Season 1. Then 2 weeks after Season 2 starts, we get Marvin the Martian. Then, after that point, we'll have to see with data mines. But I think we could end up getting Sloth from the Goonies in Season 2. The Goonies were recently added to the game files. And so far, out of all the data leaks that are still in the game right now, Sloth would probably end up being a tank character. And we have not gotten a tank character since the game dropped with Superman, Wonder Woman, and Iron Giant. Sloth will most likely be a tank. Either that or a bruiser, but we have 8 bruisers in the game. We don't need another bruiser. We need a tank. We need another tank character, and I think Sloth would fit that very well. So, I think we might end up getting Sloth in Season 2 as a tank. We will have to see. But I definitely think Sloth will be coming into Multiversus in Season 2. We'll have to see. But I think that's a good prediction. The Goonies is owned by Warner Brothers. The character is owned by Warner Brothers. And it's an old school character that should not be hard to get. It shouldn't. Because there's nothing going on with the Goonies right now. It's not like they need to protect the Goonies. Just throw Sloth in there. Like, there's no reason not to. The character might not get a lot of hype, but there's no reason not to put the character in there, if that makes sense. Especially if he brings something unique to the table. So, that's Sloth. And who knows, maybe they'll put Sloth in the game and then announce they're doing a Goonies reboot. You never know. With Finn Wolfhard and Millie Bobby Brown. There you go. That's your Goonies. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. But yeah, so there's that. And then also for Season 2, I think we might still get Beetlejuice. He had skins in the game. He had voice lines in the game. I don't think they would. And that's why I think, because think about it. If we were able to get 2 more characters into Season 1, Wicked Witch and Beetlejuice. I guarantee you, because Season 1 went through October, I guarantee you Beetlejuice and Wicked Witch would have been in Season 1 together, like, in those 2 different slots. Because it makes sense. If they didn't have to delay all those characters, we would have gotten Beetlejuice and Wicked Witch of the West at the end, around October, around Halloween. That would have made perfect sense. So, I think we'll get Beetlejuice in Season 2, Wicked Witch at the end of Season 1. I think that'll work. Granted, yeah, he's a Halloween character and it's not Halloween, but so what? Like, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think Beetlejuice might actually be the second character we get in Season 2 after Marvin the Martian. I think Marvin the Martian is going to kick it off, then we'll get Beetlejuice, and then we might get Sloth around Christmas. In December, and then who knows what'll happen after that, but these are my predictions. So Beetlejuice, I think, is coming in Season 2. Now, who I also think is coming in Season 2, I don't think we'll get a lot of seasons that don't have a DC rep in the game. I think every season is gonna have a DC rep of some kind, just because of how many DC characters I want to get into this game. I think Raven will be the next DC rep for the game, for a couple reasons. Other than possibly the Wicked Witch of the West, we have had no female characters come into the game added on. And I guarantee you, they will want to push a female character forward. And that female character is probably Raven. I think Raven will come in season 2. She has a lot of voice lines and stuff. And I think that she'd be a very good mage character. Either maybe an assassin, but I think a mage character she'd end up being. And we need more mage characters. We only have 3 right now. And she'd be the first extra female character after, they added in Wonder Woman, Harley, Arya, and all them. I think they want to push a female character, and they could easily do Raven, and she already has voice lines in the game. So I think that Raven will end up in season 2 of Multiversus, and she's a big character that will bring hype to the game. People that aren't huge DC fans, they might not have known Black Adam, but they know Raven from the cartoon. And if they use the cartoon version, the original Raven, which it sounds like they are because of the voice, I think that'd be really cool. And I think Raven is coming in season 2. Next up is the characters that these are my wild card guesses that I'm not entirely sure on, but I think Mordecai and Rigby might be coming into the game as 2 separate characters after all the other characters. Mainly because Tony had recently said that because of fan demand, they were able to push a character forward. Now, he said a character, but maybe it's 2 characters. And plus, we need more Cartoon Network reps. Cartoon Network is the second highest, the second most hype thing that they have other than DC. DC and Cartoon Network are their most hyped characters. If they can get Mordecai and Rigby in season 2, I guarantee you this game will see some more bigger numbers. If they get Mordecai and Rigby, Raven, Marvin the Martian, these are very iconic characters, and I really think that they would bring this game. That would bring this game up. And fan demand. People are asking for Mordecai and Rigby like crazy. And they're a first party character. I don't think it's Walter White. I don't think it's Ben 10. Walter White is a third party character, and Ben 10 is a complicated character. They're going to need time on Ben 10. Mordecai and Rigby, though, they're like the 4th highest requested characters after Walter White and Ben 10. They're extremely requested. If they can get Mordecai and Rigby in season 2, I think that this game will see some bigger numbers. I think that it will gain some more hype because Mordecai and Rigby are legends. They are Cartoon Network legends. The only other thing is maybe Muscle Man, but I doubt they'd put Muscle Man in before Mordecai and Rigby. I think we'll get Mordecai and Rigby as separate characters in Multiversus in season 2. I'm not 100% obviously, but I think that's what'll happen. And yeah, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 characters. 7 characters for season 2. That I think they could drop possibly 6. Because if they drop Wicked Witch before season 2 ends, or season 1 ends, then they could get 6 characters in season 2, which is 1 more than season 1. Actually, no, it'd be the same as season 1. If they get Wicked Witch in before season 1 ends, and then they put 6 characters in season 2, that's 6 characters per season that we get. It'd be the same amount, So yeah, that works out pretty well. I think we'll get, for characters, Beetlejuice, Marvin the Martian, Sloth, Raven, and Mordecai and Rigby for season 2. And I think that Wicked Witch might come at the end of season 1. Or we could get, all 7 in season 2. Or maybe we won't get Mordecai and Rigby. But I think that's what season 2 will look like character-wise. So, yeah, that's my predictions for season 2. Let me know down in the comments below what your thoughts are and what you think will come in season 2. But that's what I think will happen. Yeah, so if you guys have your own predictions, leave them down in the comments below. And have a good day.